one and all. Valentine's Day is nearly upon us, so I thought I would show you all how to make an origami heart. It is very fun and very, very easy to make. Okay, so this is the paper that I have been using. They have all come from Craft Consortium. I'm not endorsed by them or nothing like that. This is just the paper that I've decided to use because they just had a nice range of colours. They've got other colours as well, like polka dots and floral stuff and things like that going on, but this is just the colours that I wanted to use. And what's quite nice is that they're all double-sided. They're all double-sided, so you can decide which side you want to use. Nice colours and everything like that. And what's also really good is that it's perfectly square, and that's going to really help you out whenever you're doing your origami. So that's really cool. I'm going to use one of these. Nice and bright right here. I just saw one that I quite like the look of. So let's use one of these. Nice pinky colour. Nice and square. So also, don't be hard on yourself. I was going to say, I was like, make sure not folding it properly. You want to be neat when you're doing your origami. You don't just want to dash it down. And also, you don't want to rub too hard as well and wear all of your paper away. And once you've made your fold, just be happy. You know, just keep your eye on it, but don't just like rub it in there. Don't be like Jeff Capes or anything. Just do your fold and be happy. Right. So first step with your origami heart. I think I want to see this side. So first step with your origami heart is to fold it in half. So here we go. Fold it in half right here. Nice and neat. Fold it in half there. One way. Open him up. Him. I'm slowly turning into my dad. Open him up, you know. Right, open it up. And then fold it in half the other way. Press it down. Fold it in half. Done. You see we've got a nice little cross going on there. There we are. So then we get our paper and then we just fold it from the edge into a little quarter fold there. Just line it up. Just make sure this is nice and straight along the edge there. And you'll get the guide because you've got your cross there to help you get that right in the middle. Press down and fold it along the edge. Pew, like that. You don't have to make that noise, although it does help. Right, so we've got that now. So we've got a nice little flap here. From this point, you turn it over. Slam. Okay, so now in the beginning when I was doing this, I'd be a little bit rough because I can be quite heavy-handed playing piano, heavy-handed making a cake, heavy-handed doing origami. So because this paper is 180 GSM, I was very kind of trying to pull it and tug it. But you don't have to do that. You just have to let the paper do its thing. So from this point here, I noticed that I just had to put a finger right here on my centre point and just let it fold up and just let it do its own thing. So just bringing the paper up there, guiding it up to the centre. Here we are, and press down and fold. There we are. Done and done. Fold. And it's the exact same thing on the other side. I can sometimes find this a little bit tricky just because of the thickness and just because of the weight of the paper. So it's the exact same thing. Here now, at this point, it's quite nice to get the fold as close as you can to the centre here. But I found it sometimes doesn't matter. And it's quite nice to have a little bit of a gap there sometimes. But if you're particularly pedantic, then get it as close as you can. Right? So press down there in the middle. Hold it here. And fold them up. Bang. Then we have that. Beautiful. We have that. Then we turn him over. And we always have some kind of guideline from our initial folds that we did in the beginning. We always have something to keep bringing us back and guiding us so that our corners always fold in. So then we take our corner here and we bring it into the centre there. So we take this and we fold this corner in like that. Hold that down with our index finger, take it across the line, then we just fold. It's a nice little satisfying sound going on. There we have that. And then we do the exact same thing on the other side. Same thing. And it also doesn't really matter if these points, because you can see that's just overlapping there slightly. It doesn't matter really if that happens, because this is actually the back side of the heart. So it gets a bit lively. There's a lot of fold going on back here anyway. So it kind of doesn't matter really what this side looks like, because as I said, it's quite jazzy back here. So it doesn't matter really. So that you've done that now, you folded them in. So we've got that. Beautiful. Next step is to fold these little corners, these little tabbers in here. So you just fold it back on itself along its own line here. Fold that in. Bang. Other side. Fold him in. Bang. This is the trickiest part coming up now. It's tricky, but it's not tricky. It's the weight of the paper that makes this the hardest part. Okay, so this is where I have to concentrate because I'm a brute. I'm a brute in disguise. Right, so I'm going to hold it this way now for you. So your index finger, so your thumbs want to go here on your little tabbers there, and your index fingers want to go into the flaps there at the front there. This is where we've got to be careful, and you've got to be kind to yourself. Just be kind. Do be kind. Right. So we want to press with the thumbs and roll with the index fingers. So we're pressing with the thumbs and we're rolling it down with the index fingers, right? We're pressing and rolling, we're pressing and rolling, we're pressing and rolling at the exact same time. And the aim is really to get this tip to be kind of lining up with the tip down here. That's what we're aiming for, really. So that's what we're aiming for down there. So you can see it's just curving, and that's fine that it's doing that. So we're pressing and we're rolling, we're pressing and we're rolling at the same time. Once you get to a certain point, you can let go and you can just try and line it up there and just press, but try and be gentle so that we don't rip this bit here. It happens sometimes. I've noticed, depending on the way that the paper's dyed and the colour sometimes of the paper, the purple with this likes to rip a lot. And I've been like, Mish, you ripped it again. But it's the dye sometimes. So just be kind to yourself. It's all right, mancha. It's the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? So you're pressing your roll, you're pressing your roll, you're pressing your roll. You're making your little kind of sandwich here. Like that. I've lined him up at the bottom there. There, like that. My brain didn't want to get round this at first. So you can see we've lined it up. And then when you get to this point, you get your thumb and your index finger and you just try and spread this top bit out. So you're flattening it out. And then you press, 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 press. So that's straight. There. Press that down. So it's nice and flat. And then the same thing on the other side. Thumb and index. So now this isn't my good side. So my brain's going, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, Misha. So then we straighten it out as much as we can. And then we press, 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 press. And we flatten it out. Remember, this is the back side, so it don't matter so much, right? So we've done that. Then from here, we've made a little pouch. So we get off this flap. And then we tuck it. And then we tuck it, she says. You know what I was doing then? I was trying to get myself angled so that you could see it properly, Bubs. Actually, you're the cameraman, so you need to come to me. So then we tuck it in here. That's satisfying, isn't it? And then we took that in there. So we've got a nice little patch now. So that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So we took that in there. And that's the hardest bit over now. That is the hardest bit over. And we don't have any rips. If it rips at that point, then just go, oh, well, never mind. We'll get it next time, right? And we're nearly there. Not too many sections left to do now. Next bit to do is we fold this little top section over. So we just do a little turn over here. Turn him over. Same on the other side. Turn that over. Then we give him a little ear. Turn that over. Done that a little bit better, me, never mind. Then, this is my weird side because it's the right side. I always have to angle it in just a little bit more. Turn it over. Ooh. Turn it over. And when you turn him round, you got a little heart. Ta-ta, 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 ta-ta. And that's how you make an origami heart. There we have it. Then you can give it to someone and they can go, oh my gosh, what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful, beautiful thing.